As a PTF administrator, one of my challenges is matching browser versions to PTF versions. We've come to expect version browser support. For example, which versions of IE are supported with the latest PeopleTools? Well, usually the answer is basically the current version at release. I mean, we can't expect browser automation software such as PTF to be compatible with browsers that don't exist yet, can we? But here's the problem. Modern browsers auto-update. And by the time you or I implement a tools release, our browsers have long passed the maximum supported version. Now, browser release information changes regularly, so what I say today may not apply tomorrow. For the latest browser information, I suggest my Oracle Support doc ID 704492.1. And we'll be sure to include that doc ID in the video description. Okay, now with that disclaimer out of the way, here goes. A couple of PeopleTools releases ago, the PeopleTools team published what I interpreted as forever support for PTF playback on Firefox. Okay, now that's awesome. No browser issues there. Again, browser information is subject to change, but for me, with PeopleTools 85714, Firefox hasn't been an issue, even today. But I have to tell you, my favorite playback browser is Chrome. Now, it may be environmental, but my scripts play back so much faster on Chrome. And that's where I find the challenge. Let me take you back. At the end of 2019, I was using 85704 on the latest Chrome. Unfortunately, with that old of a tools release and that new of a browser, I was stuck with yellow flag test results. Every test ran to yellow because I was using an unsupported browser version. See, my browser had automatically advanced beyond the maximum supported version. So what do? Now, to be fair to PeopleTools, I really don't think this is a tools issue. PeopleTools uses Selenium to run tests, so the real issue is keeping up with Selenium drivers. And the PeopleTools team can only deliver drivers available, of course, at release. Anyway, in April, we upgraded our PTF instance to 857.14. Now, the first thing I did was run a test against Chrome to see if I could get back into green territory, get past the yellow flags. Unfortunately, it was worse. Here, let me show you. I have a very simple test. It really doesn't matter what the test does, but here, let's watch it. I see Chrome. Oh, and there's Chrome. Oh, Chrome. Oh, again. Oh, there's Chrome again. Oh, and oh, there. Oh, there's. Oh. Did you see that? Did you see Chrome open and close all those times? Here, let's see the test results. It is, it's worse than red. It's fatal. Fatal errors. I don't even know what that means. That's terrible. Let's see what the error message says here. No suitable Chrome drivers found. What? No Chrome? So I got to thinking, PTF uses Selenium drivers. Can I just swap the Chrome driver? Hey, that sounds risky, doesn't it? I mean, PTF is coded around the Selenium driver. Here, let's take a look in the PTF directory. Oh, look at all these versioned Chrome drivers here. Could we perhaps just download another version? I mean, when I attempted playback, did you see Chrome open and close several times? It seems as if PTF was trying each of those drivers. Could I just add another? Here, let's go to the Chrome driver website and let's download the latest version. I see it's 85.87. Oh, wait. Actually, shouldn't we download the version that matches our browser? Good point. Here, let's go to help, about. Let's find the version. Oh, we're still at 85. It's 83 though. I can see the 83 driver here, but I can see some issues resolved in the 87. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try the 87. Awesome. I see it there. Show in folder. Let's unzip and extract. And here's the driver. Here, let's do this. Let's copy the driver and let's paste it into the PTF install directory. Okay, cool. Awesome. There it is. Okay, now I see all these other versioned Chrome drivers, 74, 5 through 9. And I just added one with no version numbers. I'm kind of wondering, should we follow suit? Should we name the driver we just installed? Should we use the version number as a naming convention? Should we follow suit and do what Oracle's doing there? I don't know. I got to thinking about this, and here's my thought. I have a couple of thoughts on this. Actually, I'm really curious. I want to know, what do you think? So write that in the comments. Let us know what you think. How should we name these? Or should we? I mean, here's a thought that I have. My browser's long since passed the versions that were released with PeopleTools. I will never use these Chrome drivers. Why keep them? Looks like I may have to close PTF in order to delete them. But again, why keep them? I'm never going to use them. So let's just keep the one. Now, I got to thinking about this and I thought, you know, for documentation purposes, it might be nice to have the version number here, because at some point my Chrome is going to version past what's in my PTF install directory. And it might be kind of nice to have that documentation for comparison purposes, but I don't know. I want to know, what do you have to think about that? And, you know, to be fair, the PeopleTools team blogged about this back in May. It was at the end of May, but I'll tell you, in April, when I was trying to run PTF tests and they wouldn't run because of browser versions, I'll tell you, I was totally freaked out. So I was so glad to find out that they'd actually done this. See, Oracle is now calling this the bring your own driver to PTF. That is awesome. I mean, how can they? How can they keep up with that? Even better, they might be keeping up with it. How can you and I keep up with it? Because we rarely keep up. I mean, anybody. As customers, we don't implement PeopleTools as they're released. So we can't really keep up, can we? So I'm so glad they did this. Anyway, let's test it out. Let's find out if it works. Let's relaunch PTF. And let's find our test. Not that one. I had a much simpler one, didn't I? That one. I like it. Okay, let's run it. Let's see what happens. Chrome launches. And Chrome launches. And it stays launched. Okay, it's logging in. Perfect, following the test. And it's going to navigate and verify some data. And it ran to green. Oh, wow. Isn't that so cool? Do you have other PTF browser hacks? Be sure to share them with us in the video comments. Now, at JSM Pros, we believe PTF is one of the top 3 most important, most valuable PeopleTools technologies to learn, which is why we teach PTF several times per year. Be sure to check out our website to see when we're offering it next. Or here's an idea. Subscribe to our LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter feeds to receive updates every time we post a course. Or, do you have a team that wants to learn PTF? Give us a call. Let us get something scheduled for you. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content. And we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.